it's Julia, and welcome back to my channel. I have a flea market haul that I wanted to share with you today. For those that have been following me for a while, you know that I have a little shop in with our local flea market. Our flea market is open on the weekends during the summer, from Memorial Weekend through Labor Day weekend. But on the holiday weekends, we are open for 3 days, and there's just a lot more vendors that come for those. So we just got done with the 4th of July holiday weekend. And I always try to take a few moments before I open up my shop to do some shopping, because there's just so much available and so many wonderful things. And I wanted to share them with you. Of course, most of my things are things I will use for my business and my sewing room and things like that. So I hope you enjoy this. First of all, I did get some wonderful laces. Just a couple ones that I wanted to share with you. And the prices too. This one is $2, and it's just flat lace. I don't know how many yards, but there's a lot on this little roll. Another one again for $2. I like these that are double edged like this, because you can cut them and you can just have a smaller edging if you want, or you can use it as it is. This one is great. It's about probably 5 inches across in this rose color. Lots on here for $4. And this, I like using this for like the bottom of upcycled jeans, or you can put it on the bottom of a shirt, that type of thing. Again, just a really good value. This one was incredible. This whole thing for $6, and it says it originally had 144 yards on it, and I'm thinking it's pretty close to that. I think it's very full. But again, just a cotton and a nice width to it. It's probably about 2 inches. That is it for the laces. I did get some linens. That's another thing I always look for. This was a pack of, it says on here it's $3 for all of it, but it says it's unfinished embroidery work. And it's just interesting items. I love this lady. So I gather that it's printed, and then there's some like different color and just some of the different instructions printed right on the piece. But isn't it cool? I just thought like this one, it would be just fun, maybe on a front of a bag or something. And I love this lady. She'd be just wonderful on the back of a upcycled denim shirt, or just the possibilities. So yeah, and there's just several of those in this bag. Just different, unfinished, really cool pieces. Love this one. A lot of age to some of this fabric. Wash these before I use them, and see if I can get some of that staining out. But yeah, so very fun, and it just goes on and on. Some of them are tablecloth runners, I believe. This is a 3-piece buffet set. Just really cool. You just never know what you're going to find, and that's kind of the thrill of it. And again, this one, I think it's a runner, a table runner. This would be just fun to cut out and use as a decorative element in something. There's several of them on there. None of the actual thread or embroidery floss came with any of these, so I can't really completely finish them as is, but I can certainly use pieces of it. So just another fun little thing that I picked up. I also got, this was interesting too. It's just vintage silk, and it's a 1.5 yards. It was for $2, and it is this, probably almost like a linen color to it. And I'd be interesting to try to dye it myself, or just maybe do just some experimenting with silk. I haven't done a lot with silk, so I just thought this would be a good way to just to do some experimenting with it and try to see what different paints maybe would work on it. See if my ink tints maybe would work. I'm just gonna play around with it and see. Another linen that I found, this was just beautiful, and it was, let's see, I think it was $8, no, $7. It's a runner, but isn't that just cool? Just love the look of that. Again, I'll probably upcycle this into some sort of a bag maybe. I think a fold over clutch would be really cool with this just hanging down. You can just kind of see it come together. I also picked up this whole bag of very old blocks, quilt blocks. It says right on here, very old. So I have no idea how old. Was $10 for the whole piece, but you can tell some of these vintage fabrics. I just found it so interesting how they did this. I would say crazy quilting. They just turned under the edges, basted. You can see some of the basting stitches are still there. This basting stitch is in this red. And then they whip stitched everything down onto a base. Like this was the backing or the base of it. And you can also see the basting stitches. So anyway, they're fun. They're large. I might even make it into some sort of a quilt top, maybe. I'm not sure yet, but they're just, I love the vintage prints. Just really excited about this find. What would you use this for? What would you do if you came across something? Leave it in the comments. I'd be interesting just to get some ideas. They're all very different. None of them have any rhyme or reason to the design that they did. I think they just basically took scraps, turned under the edges, basted them onto a backing, and none of the backings are even match. And then they did the whip stitching. So super fun. I think there's 9 of them total. Then one more thing I have to show you, which is my most exciting item that I picked up, and that is, okay, it's this white, off-white metal tin. Okay, my husband thinks that this is completely handmade, which it might be. Somebody may have made it. You have any guess on what's in here? You're just gonna, I just flipped when I saw it. Okay, here we go. Opening it up. It's full of 1960s patterns. I couldn't believe it. This is like one of my favorites. Look how cute that little shirt is. And I love the graphics, her little hair. You know, I mean, I was like, look how cute these are. What I love about some of these most of the old patterns, and Simplicity and McCall's for sure, all have the dates on them, and these are all dated 1965 to 1969. So yeah, I was born in '59, so this is like the stuff my mom used to sew when I was in high school, type of thing, or even middle school. So much fun. I don't know, these happen to be my size too, pretty close to my size, and so I might even try to make some of these. I haven't sewn with a pattern in making garments for years, but I think it would be just interesting to try something like that. I also make journals out of old patterns, but I'm not going to do that with these. I don't think I could cut into them, or they're just too fun. More than likely, I'll just keep this on display in my sewing room, just for something to look at and get inspired by. But isn't that just the cutest little thing? Very well made. The little case has little dividers in it. So someone just had this with all their little treasures in it. Some of the prices are like 65 cents. Some of them are up to $1, which seems, like a lot for back then, but this one is 75 cents. Like, how cute. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this little haul. You'll probably see some of these items in upcoming projects. I just thank you so much for joining me. I've been out of my element a little bit. I've had a lot of family visiting, and my daughter, now my son, is here. My sewing room is also my guest bedroom, which makes it difficult to actually get in there and do some filming. So bear with me. I hope to be back on a more regular schedule soon, but family is all. So I'm just having a wonderful summer, and I hope you are too. Thanks, everybody. Hope you have a chance to create. Bye for now.